Welcome in, everyone. Today we got a real special one for you. I have been slowly and surely making Pinky watch Fresh and Fit clips, and this one, I wanted to see her get it. This is probably the clip I imagine she'll get the most animated on. So you know what? I decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's let the people know what Pinky feels like when it comes to things like this. And this is from a viral clip of a lady on TikTok recording her baby daddy because the baby daddy brings food to his child but won't take care of her 3 other kids because she says that's his responsibility to take care of all the other kids if he's gonna bring food to his kid. So yeah, let's get into they're gonna play the video and then we're gonna hear the reaction to it.
All right, so let's roll the tape.
Pinky's gonna go.
Today, my baby daddy comes here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids?
They just typed that.
Like, you're not going to sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go, and I bet you he only got 1 thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is.
Don't show his
It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up?
Oh my god.
Because I'm finna expose you.
Yes, thank you for the arrow. I
Because
wouldn't have seen him otherwise.
that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just 1 burger? 1 burger, 1 fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about
Burger,
my
fry,
other kid?
Sprite.
And daddy, my baby daddy.
Wow. Yo, scroll up to the top real quick. What does the caption say? Well, the caption reads, he right or wrong, mom goes off on dad for bringing food
I've
to
seen this
only
clip
his son,
before.
ignoring all of her other kids' food.
I love hearing
So we'll
bitches
start with
scream
Miss,
and argue.
who'd you start with? Miss Albania this time?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the video?
Is he wrong or is he right?
Is he wrong or is he right?
He's definitely wrong.
No. Okay.
I mean, I would do that for random people. I would just get food to, you know, kind of help other people, especially when there's like children involved. You definitely have to bring more and show some love, you know.
So let me get this straight.
So
If
for her,
you
I understand. I kind of understand where she's coming from. Yes, it's a nice thing to do to get food for the other kids, but it is not his responsibility to get food for kids that aren't his.
Man, fuck
So if he
them
doesn't
kids.
want to, he doesn't have to. It's not his responsibility. But yeah, if he wants to be nice, go ahead and get the other kids.
1 out of 4? I'm not buying 4 meals for 1 child. That bitch is probably already getting child support
had,
from
right,
me and
kid with
maybe at
somebody,
least 3 other dudes.
and they had kids with somebody else,
Right.
and you bring them
belongs to the
food, you're gonna bring everybody
streets.
food.
Obviously.
Lovely, you're a great person.
Thank you.
Cool.
When you
all
got
right.
sugar daddies to buy
about
everything
you?
for you, it's easy to say I'll throw my money around.
I agree with the baby mom. Like, he's dead ass motherfucking wrong. Like, don't come to this motherfucking house and bring only your kids something. If I have other kids, that's just not fair. Like, how would you feel if you was that child and your father didn't really take care of you, but another person's father took care of them? You should, I feel like as a man, just being morally correct, if you're gonna come to the house with food, why not bring food for everyone? Why not just bring a pizza? Why would you bring McDonald's?
Okay.
Is
well,
my-
so she says, how would you feel as the kid
Here we go.
seeing your brother, sister, whoever,
Slay queen.
their dad bringing them food, but your dad's not bringing you food? That's not their damn fault. Like, the mom should be worried about taking care of their kids, whether the baby daddies are coming in and feeding them or not. What?
Pop off,
How
queen.
is this man wrong?
Slay.
He's
Slay.
taking care of his child. He doesn't need to take care of anybody else's child, but if he does, that's nice, cool, sure, whatever. Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Slay queen. Slay. Spray.
Not his kids though.
Okay,
Can't
but
pause
that
after every
doesn't
girl, by
matter.
the way.
I mean,
Would you?
Look at how many
But
bitches they are.
If
It'll be a
if I
50-minute
had
video.
a kid and my kid was with their dad and their dad had other kids and he didn't have money to feed all the kids, I would bring something that all the kids could eat. I'm not gonna let all the kids watch this one kid eat McDonald's.
Man, fuck
Nobody
them.
gonna eat nothing. Let's just eat fucking nothing. That's
Ah, yes, the alternative option, by
Wait,
the
wait,
way.
wait.
So let your children starve.
Why can't mom go and get McDonald's for the other kids?
I think in another video she says my food stamps don't come in for another 3 days.
Okay, so you don't have cash on you to go get food?
No, she got a nail appointment she got to pay for.
just not fair.
Okay.
Okay.
My father would never.
Okay. What about you, Miss NC?
I think that if you were only gonna feed one child, you should just take the child somewhere else so that they're not with
Exactly.
the other kids, because that's just rude.
So is he wrong for it or not?
Yeah.
Fuck them kids.
Because he didn't make, I guess, he didn't make arrangements to take the kid away from the other kids.
I mean, like, you're not gonna just sit there and eat in front of people that and nobody else has food. Like, that's just rude.
What's that comment?
Nigga, my daddy bought me some food. I'm gonna eat that shit quick.
Then the mom's
Okay.
not feeding them and not
Okay,
doing
so
the
I
shit that
definitely
she's
understand like it wasn't
Yeah,
right,
fuck
but
some
at the
other
same
kid.
time,
My
like
kid
that
only
is
call
his
their baby
kid, that's
daddy.
his only kid, so he's not responsible for all the other children.
Oh my god. fucking
Right
thank
or
you.
wrong?
So I feel like he's
March.
not entirely wrong about it.
Right or wrong?
Gotta choose one.
Don't be a pussy, say it with your chest.
I say morally, he's probably wrong.
You think morally is wrong?
Yeah.
Okay, let's operate on facts, not feelings. Is he wrong or right?
So he's right, like based on facts.
Okay, but he feels wrong. Okay, no worries. What about you?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of circumstances that go into it. So, like, if his kid hit him up and was like, hey, can you... So, wait, the other kids aren't his.
Dad, mom's
Right.
not feeding us
They're
again.
They're not his children.
Yeah, nah, like, if your kid hits you up like, hey, Dad, like, I want this. The kid didn't say, hey, Dad, like, can you bring... It just... What if, like, the other kids aren't there? What if he's alone or whatever the situation is? The father doesn't necessarily, like, he got that text message and he said, okay, let me go bring my kid some food. He wasn't thinking, like, oh, like, are the other kids there? Is he alone? Whatever the situation is. So it's like, he's only, when you think about it, like, he's morally, okay, cool, if you want to be that type of person, but he's only responsible for the kid that the person that he nutted in the girl, and that's his kid. So
Okay.
the kid that he has, it's his kid. And that's
So
what he
right,
needs to worry
right or
about.
wrong?
I'm responsible for
I don't
my
think it's wrong.
cum pet. No one
Okay,
else is.
so you think he's right?
I've definitely been in a predicament. Like, I mean, my father literally like was there for my brother, and we have the same mom and dad. So like, there's just things that like I don't know. I've been
Okay.
through different things in life.
What?
Miss CT, right or wrong?
I would say he's wrong, 100%.
Why?
It's not the other kid's fault. I mean, he's going over a house, he's giving a kid food in front of the other kids. Just morally speaking, that's
Wrong
just
morally?
yeah, wrong morally, 100%. If you
How
want
about
to be
factually?
factually, it's right. If I had a kid, and yeah, be honest, for monetary value, if you have a kid, it's your kid, and the other kids aren't your kids. Then yeah, that's your kid that you provide for. But
Okay.
morally, if it was in front of other kids, it's wrong.
Okay. What about you?
I mean, I don't think he's
Heard the decompression.
wrong because you see what the video shows you. So, and she's obviously in her feelings, obviously, of something. He bought McDonald's. There's no fucking way. If he knew that the other kids were there, he wouldn't have bought a $1 cheeseburger for everybody else. You only see what the video shows you. So, I don't think he was wrong, typically. I agree with you, because it could have been a whole different situation where he hit up the kid and said, are you hungry? And he came up and
Facts.
bought the food. He even looked confused. I mean, you can't even see his face, but even the way his tone of voice, he looks like he's confused. And I'm like, what the hell are you recording
So is he right or wrong?
I would say wrong. I mean, I would say
You think he's in the right?
I
Okay.
think he's in the right.
Good thing.
So
He looks confused. Yeah, because the bitch just ran out of her house with her phone. I'm expose you.
All right. The chick in the white top.
Missed Mike.
Yes, Miss Mike. When she goes, well, he's wrong. And he was like, okay, from a factual standpoint, oh, well, he's right because I would do the same thing if it were my kid. Bitch, then he's right. If you view that as you would do it, then he's right.
Slay Queen.
He's not wrong. Morally cool if you think that's your moral standpoint, but if you would fucking do the same thing that he fucking did, then he's right. He's not wrong.
Man, I can't say it enough. Fuck them kids.
Salim.
Tallying this up, we got 2 rights and mostly everyone else is wrong. Okay.
Salim, thoughts on the video? Was he right or
I think
was he
he's
wrong?
100% right. I think he's a great man. I think that.
I think
That's
he's a great
crazy.
man.
What's crazy?
At least he brought.
It doesn't matter if it's children. It doesn't matter if it's a group of friends or
Well,
it's
so he
family.
support-
If you bring something to somebody's house and you only bring it for one person, there's a group of people there. That's
But how do you
selfish.
know if
So-
that's
so-
what I'm saying? You don't even know the
Because you
situation.
know that people
okay.
live in that
so,
house.
So not that it's wrong or right, but the man's his man. If I had a kid,
So you would only take care of your kid. If
Yes.
110%.
I,
I mean that's not something that I hate the other kids or whatever. It's not that.
In the
You
world,
got men out here that don't even take care of their own kids. You want me to take care of Minnie?
So you would want their dad to treat your kid that way as
I don't give a fuck.
What if he
But
doesn't
would
know?
you want their dad to treat your kid?
I really fucking hope that they've switched this on these women. That
How
like,
the
they
fuck-
completely switch it on these women and be like, all right, so say your baby daddy has custody of your kid and he's got a bunch of other kids to live with him. Are you gonna buy them all Christmas presents or are you just gonna buy your kid Christmas presents?
I just noticed the size of their giant light in their room.
Seriously.
I
This shit's ridiculous.
I just. How would you feel about the other dads treating your kid like that? I don't give a fuck what the other dads do. I really don't care. It's my child taken care of, and I take care of them.
Kid that way.
I'd treat everybody with the same respect.
I mean, are they
By the
together?
same-
That's the question.
And I don't think you're playing like an actual scenario. Like, you know how kids will literally go and they'll DM, like they'll text their dads or text their moms to be like,
But if their dad brought McDonald's only for them and your kid was hungry and didn't
Listen.
text you, how would you
but the mom is there. Why isn't the mom feeding the kids?
That's
Or
what
why
I'm
isn't
saying.
their dad?
She left him.
Yeah,
You
they're
guys
not even
got-
together,
I
correct,
think you
right?
gotta understand that
It doesn't matter who left who. All the kids are together.
Okay,
They're all siblings.
whether the kids
How
are-
does she? How does she know they're not together?
Hey, one fucking mic at a time. So you were saying something, and then or Salim was saying something. Let them finish their points, guys. Then you can interject
go
after.
ahead.
But-
I just feel like they're all related. They all live in the house. You know they live in the house. And how would you feel if your kid was the one being treated that way?
But the thing is, you know what's so interesting is that like a lot of women ask for 50-50, and that's something that Myron and Fresh have preached for like a long time. But dude, that's my son. I mean, like you gotta understand, it's like it's
No,
a different level of thinking.
I understand it, but
So,
I
the
don't
other thing
understand is
is-
how would you feel?
How would you feel if that person was nice and was like, oh, okay, well, I'm bringing you some food. I could just grab some extra food for the other kids. And then you get there and the mom looks at you like you're stupid because the other kids aren't there and you've got all this leftover food.
Damn, looks like I got 3 cheeseburgers for myself then.
Bill, if your son was one of the kids whose fathers brought food and your kid didn't get any.
I'd be like, hey man, that dude's doing a great job.
That's on the dad.
I'll be hitting up the other baby daddies.
Yo, in the words of Tommy Sotomayor, fuck them kids. I would just say, look,
3
the
words,
guy brought
baby.
food for his kid. That's his son, man. Like, look, I dated a single mom. She had a son, and like, listen, that wasn't my kid, but I took care of him because I was there. However, the dude's not there. He's living his life. He's doing his thing. His son was hungry. He brought him food. What's wrong with that? Now, I get what you're saying. Morally speaking, if other kids are there, they should eat too as well. But nigga, that's not my kids. Your father should do it for you. Look, at the end of the day, he did what he had to do for his kid. Brought us some food. It sucks that other kids were there, but that's not his responsibility. So like, to me, it makes sense.
And apparently, it's a part 2. So
yeah, there's a part 2 as well.
Yeah, I have it right now. If you guys want to play it.
But in my opinion, I feel like he was right because it's his kid, bro. Like he's pretty good for his kid.
All right, for the ladies out here, because most of you guys think that what he did was wrong. So let's go into a scenario, okay? For all the ladies here, so you guys can kind of understand the male perspective on this. Let's say we're in a relationship. We have one child together, right? However, I get custody of the kids, you know, and but I have a couple other baby mamas. I got 4 kids that live with me, to include our 5th kid, right? Son's having a bad day. You come over, hug him, kiss him, you know, maybe clean him up a little bit, whatever it may be. And I get mad at you because you don't, you know, hug and kiss the other kids. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? Why can't you go ahead and care for these other children? Would it make sense? Would it be fair for me to tell you that? Yeah. Go ahead, bro. Yeah. Would it be fair for me to tell you that? Like, yo, why aren't you kissing and hugging all these other kids? They might want some affection as well. What the fuck? Would that be fair? Would that be ridiculous for me to tell you that?
Yes, it would.
I think you can.
We can start here with Lisa and then work our way. Oh, actually, no, you agreed. Okay, go ahead. We start with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely there, you know, as you had said, that would be correct because they aren't your kids. But I don't think you could compare emotional affection to food.
No,
Yes, again.
The reason why is because men and women are different. Men provide security, women provide affection. See how when
Yes,
I go ahead and
again.
take the female resource and switch the scenario around so that it's equal, you guys are like, oh, well, no, you should be able to show affection to your child. What the fuck? Just like a man should be able to show security and provisioning for his child.
Bam.
We're not the same. We provide different things to our children.
We are not.
Women provide emotional support, nurturing nature, that safety, that feel of like, oh my God, my mom is here. That's what that's what women provide to their children. Men provide a sense of semblance and security and provision. So why is it okay for a woman to pick and choose when she wants to provide her nurturing capabilities, but it's not okay for a man to pick and choose when he wants to provide security to his own children?
She better call them daddies.
Right? That would be ludicrous for me to challenge you and say, yo, why aren't you hugging and kissing all these other kids? What the fuck? They need affection too, goddammit. I'm basically penalizing you for being a good mom.
Yeah, I guess I just think the situations are different because if I'm bringing food, I bring food for everybody. Like that's just something I was brought up. If I go over somebody's house, I'm gonna bring food for everybody, whether it's you cook a meal, whatever you have to do. But that's just how I was raised.
Here's the difference, though. You're not expected to do it.
No.
As a man, you're expected to do it. So my thing is, if you're expected to do it, you should be able to pick and choose who gets it. Does that make sense? Because you're expected to do it for your children.
Oh, look at that. 1147 out of 1147. Bro, I've never done that before in my life. Look at that. A little bit of gray there. Well, if you guys were wondering where this video came from, hey, look. Can you find the correct location of where to find Fresh and Fit?
So, I may be a freaking unicorn most of the time because I usually agree with Fresh and Fit on a lot of their stuff. But as you
heard her, cancel her, get her.
As you can tell, I am very level-headed on my thoughts when it comes to men have their responsibilities and women have their responsibilities. And if it's not your freaking responsibility, you don't have to be responsible for it. Is it nice for you to take responsibility for other things? Yes. But do you have to do it? No.
Hey, man. Fuck them kids. I don't even feed myself half the time. How do you expect me to feed somebody else? But yeah. Oh, well, before we close out, actually, we can, I can probably find that real quick. Is that desktop capture? Is that window capture? That's window capture. So no matter where I move this, you're still going to see it. What do I even look up? Baby, daddy brings one meal.
Look, y'all. Every fucking day, my baby.
Them your kids' siblings, though. So what you enough for all my kids? What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings, though.
And?
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings, though. So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I can get my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help him. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings, though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring my son food? I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are their daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all.
No.
How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids.
First
That
one,
ain't mine.
7. Right.
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me. Yes, you did.
I believe she probably didn't know. I believe
Depending
that.
on how many kids they had
This bitch crazy.
and how long ago they had the kids,
Listen,
that could have been their first kid.
this
that could
bitch,
have been her first
this
kid.
bitch out here collecting children. I don't
Okay,
know what
but
you're
you
talking
still
about.
had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids. Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
Yeah. The child that's mine, silly.
Right.
Silly?
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids.
Goofy
Don't feed
ass.
nobody at all then. He can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got, it's 3 extra kids. What the f***? I like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those
use?
are your fucking kids' siblings.
So that means
Yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't.
Where-
No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring
Yes,
them
you
something to
did.
eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
You said the 7th.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel like I feel the way about him eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Or send him down
room.
to the car. He ain't even got to eat in front of his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. Dumb. He ain't eating this. You.
On God.
Because you ain't
What
bringing up
the
for all the
fuck?
other kids.
Wow.
I didn't
You
see that
stupid.
part.
Stupid. Selfish is a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Shit.
What?
That
What the fuck?
that part 2 hit hard. Damn. That part 2 hit real hard. Shit.
Honestly, I would have picked up the burger and threw it at her.
I would have ate it.
I would have smacked her with it.
I'm hungry. Yeah, but as a man, if you do that, you go in jail.
It's true. But
oh God, this is a 20-minute video. Holy shit, we've been on here way too long. Shit. But yeah, that's I hadn't seen that part 2 all the way through. Holy shit, that
I
bitch.
would knock a
she
mother
dumb.
her out.
Ew.
No. Mm-mm.
I would have loved to see the women react to that second part. Shit.
Ooh.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Mari. That's Pinky. That was a little bit of Fresh and Fit and a little bit of a slap at the end there. Jesus. I hope you're all awake and enjoying yourselves. Like the video if you want to see more content like this. Subscribe. Ring the bell to be notified when these videos go up. And comment down below if there's any other sort of viral clips or internet incidents you'd like to see us react to. Because I can always use some more input. And as always, have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.